take it away.
Awesome. Well, hello everyone. My name is Otten-Sweeney, and I'm going to be teaching you guys glamour today. So I'm so excited. I love everything about glamour and color and helping women feel their best selves. And a lot of times I have customers that say, I don't know how to do that makeup, so I just don't do anything at all. And then they, admire, my makeup or somebody that has a full face of makeup. So I hope today during this next 45 minutes, I can give you guys some tips and tricks to help you feel confident to try, or to maybe try some different things that you haven't done before, or to maybe shake up your makeup as we start this new year. So how this next 45 minutes is going to roll out is I'm going to share with you a little bit about myself. So you get to know me as your glam team today. And then I'm going to share a little bit about Mary Kay herself, and then about the company and the products as well. My goal today is for you to learn some things, for you to have fun, and for you to have a better idea and full picture of what Mary Kay is, because a lot of people have no idea what Mary Kay is. I know when I first started, when I was 19, people were shocked that I was doing Mary Kay because they thought it was for old people with bright blue eyeshadow. And I was definitely not old, and I was not rocking any bright blue eyeshadow unless it was for a special event and it was themed, and blue eyeshadow can be really pretty. But besides the point, I want to share a little bit about Mary Kay the woman first. So a lot of people have no idea that Mary Kay was a real woman. So she wasn't just a figurehead like a Betty Crocker. She was a real woman who started this business in 1963, which is actually 60 years ago. So we are in our 60th anniversary as a company. And she started in Dallas, Texas with 9 of her girlfriends. That's it, 9 girlfriends. And now we are in 40 other countries, and we're a top 5 global beauty brand. So a lot of times customers are shocked to hear that because we're not in storefronts. You'll never find Mary Kay at a retail shop or sold anywhere besides marykay.com, which means it's through an independent beauty consultant, because Mary Kay Ash started this business so that women could have their own business. She'd been in direct sales her entire life and was actually writing a book in retirement of things that she would do different if she ran a company. And her husband at the time said, I think you've got a business plan. How about you actually start this company? So that is how Mary Kay started. And she chose cosmetics, skincare and cosmetics as the vehicle because she wanted to change women's lives. And she knew that if you helped a woman feel better about herself, she acted better and influenced those in her household and those outside of her household, which we know as women, we impact generations. So some people say it's just lipstick, but I hope when you leave my space today, you understand that it's much more than lipstick. Although I'm going to show you some really good ones, it is definitely so much more than that. Also, something that I always want to share with people is about our products. So in the cosmetic industry, there are a lot of buzzwords that are thrown around. There are a lot of misconceptions, honestly, about how products are made, who makes products, where products are made, how they're regulated, all of that. So my job is to give you the little most important things versus all of the huge umbrellas that there could be. One thing that's super important that I always want people to know is with Mary Kay products, we make all of our own products. So any product that says Mary Kay on it means that it was made by Mary Kay. If it's in the US, it was made in Dallas, Texas, or I don't even know what, Arlington, or a city near Dallas, Texas is where our huge research and development facility is, but we source all of our Mary Kay US products from the US, and then our other countries, they make them in their other countries. So that's something that's huge, and I know we take pride as Americans for things that are made in the US. Also, none of our products are tested on animals, and all of our products are approved and tested through the FDA, which, let me break this down for you guys. In the cosmetic and beauty industry in the United States, if you have enough money to push a product through production and get it on a shelf for brand placement, nothing has to be approved by the FDA, okay? But even when the FDA approves it, companies pay the FDA to approve products. So Mary Kay pays for all of our products to be approved so that they're on the up and up. But in the United States, about 13 ingredients in cosmetic and beauty products are banned as like, no, not good. We shouldn't do this. Mary Kay goes above and beyond, and we hired the European Union to test all of our products as well. They ban about 1,300 ingredients from products. So that is something that I hope that you can feel very confident when you choose to purchase Mary Kay products, that they're made in the US, not tested on animals, and they have passed the highest test for ingredients all the way through the packaging that they're packaged in. Also, a portion of all of our product proceeds not only goes to helping support your independent beauty consultant's business, local economy, but a portion of all of our product proceeds goes towards our Mary Kay Charitable Foundation, which has one arm that helps educate and prevent domestic violence, and another arm that helps try and eradicate cancers that affect women. So when you purchase Mary Kay products, you're helping impact so much more. Again, why it's much more than just great skincare and cosmetic products. So that's a little bit about, Mary Kay Ash herself, a little bit about, products and what makes Mary Kay different. Because you guys, I live in the real world too. I know there are so many different options that you could choose. So many different places that you could choose to spend your dollar. But I hope when you get through this today that you're excited about, first off, supporting a woman's dream in her own business. Also, all of the great things that Mary Kay does with the money, and also knowing that you're getting great superior products at a lesser price point. And that's something I want to touch on. Since Mary Kay makes all of our own products and we distribute them through independent beauty consultants versus through, retail stores, all of that stuff that pays for retail square footage, $1 million modeling campaigns, all of that costs money. So that's built into the price of products. So with Mary Kay, you're getting prestige line ingredients and products, but you're getting it at a lower price point because of how it's distributed. So when you buy Mary Kay products, you can be assured that you're getting the best quality products, but you don't have to pay tons of money for them. And I know at a time such as this, you want your dollar to go as far as it possibly can. So with Mary Kay, we try to teach you all of the products that are going to be best for you and how to get the most for your money. So your beauty consultant is going to be able to help you choose what products work within your budget and help you customize things from there. Today, I'm showing you full glam. I'm going to teach you guys how I went from looking real homeless a little bit ago to a full glam look. I even timed myself because I was curious. People ask me all the time, how long did it take to do that? And I kind of forget, I get distracted, I do other things. It took me 20 minutes from pure homeless to have a full face of makeup on with finishing spray, good to go. And I can assure you guys, it's going to take a little time today for me to talk through things, tips and tricks, but you can do things really quickly once you get the hang of them and you have all of these products in your, beauty wardrobe. But also, I don't look like this every day at all. I actually kind of was like, wow, I don't know the last time I had all of this makeup on my face at one time. But I have all of the products in a really cute cosmetic bag. So depending on the day or activity that I'm doing, I can pick and choose what products work best for me. So for those of you that are more of just a mascara and lip gloss girl, I hope you can get some of these tips and tricks and use them when you want a little bit extra pizzazz. But do know that, even the full glam loving me, there's days that I have nothing on, and then there's days that I just have mascara and CC cream on. So it can go from a little bit to a lot, but I'm going to teach you guys that full range of how you can do things. So that was, my little intro, but a little tiny bit about me real quick before we jump into the products. Like I said, my name's Otten-Sweeney. I have actually been working my Mary Kay business for 10 years now, which makes me feel super old, but I am not. I started when I was 19. My start to Mary Kay was very different than most. I came home from the hospital in a pink Cadillac. I was born into a top producing Mary Kay business. My mom has been in Mary Kay for 36 years. So I had the privilege of growing up in what we call a pink household. I got to see a mom that was working her business at a high level. I got to see a mom that was working a Mary Kay business and paying for all of our very real life bills. And I loved that because I knew when I started seeing the real world, and I grew up in Metro Detroit, So when I was in high school is when we saw the economy totally crash around 2008, 2009, and Metro Detroit was devastated because that hit the auto industry really hard. So I saw a lot of families fall apart because of job loss. And I saw, watching my mom, that our family wasn't having those problems because of the stability of my mom's Mary Kay business. So I took note. And at that time, I used to roll my eyes and say, I'm never doing Mary Kay when people would ask. She asked, can you just like say no and just like stop with the eye rolls? But I have a flair for the dramatics when I want to. So I kept the eye rolls in there, but quickly learned when I was going to college, I was going for sales and business marketing, that one, I was sharing a car with my brother and we did not share very well. And I knew that in Mary Kay, because I had grown up with a mom that had the use of Mary Kay vehicles, that I could earn a free car in Mary Kay. So I decided I'm going to try this Mary Kay thing out for me. I already use all the products, see if it can work for me. And while I was 19, working around full college schedule, I was able to earn a car and move into a leadership position. And kind of the rest is history. This is what I've been doing as my full-time career ever since. And it has served me so well through the past decade. And obviously that's got, a lot of regular life in it. And we've had a lot of economic changes in the last 10 years as well. So I have loved my business. And the thing that I think that I love that gets me so excited all the time, like I've been excited about teaching you guys this class today for weeks when I helped start planning it. I don't know, we talked about it months ago, because I love helping women feel better about themselves. I love helping women feel more confident in who they are. And I love equipping women to build a business and have hope for a change in the future, hope for different choices, or maybe simply bottom line, hope for financial stability in this stage. So while you are watching today, if you hear anything that you love, jot down any questions that you have. Your beauty consultant's going to be following up with you to answer any questions that you might have about products, but also about the Mary Kay opportunity as well. Mary Kay Ash used to say herself, there's a beauty consultant at every single appointment. And I truly believe that. We never know who it's going to be, but by the end, I bet you'll show yourself. So let's get into products. Okay, you guys, like I said, I started off looking real homeless, and it was true. My cleaning lady's been here, and I think she'd be shocked to see me walk down the stairs looking like this, because I looked a lot different when I was down there this morning. But what I love is with some quick products, you can really look very polished. There's a lot of stats in, the United States that women that wear makeup on a consistent basis, especially in the professional world, make more money. And you might not like that stat. You might like that stat. I don't really care. It's a stat. So that's something that I hope that you guys take into consideration, because really when you even take just a few minutes to take care of yourself, you do carry yourself differently, and then you act differently during the day. So we want to make sure that you guys feel your best. And how you feel your best is different than how I feel my best. So our job is to help you feel your most confident self and learn how to accentuate all of the beautiful, angles, all of the different skin tones, all of different things that God has gifted you with. And for me, I love foundation for this exact reason. So with Mary Kay, we always start with great skincare. So if you have not had the privilege of sitting down with your beauty consultant or trying our Mary Kay skincare or learning about our Mary Kay skincare, definitely do that, because let's think of a cake. You can't have like a lumpy situation of a cake and then try to ice it and pretend that it's pretty. It's not going to be the same as if you have a very nice, perfect cake and then you ice it and it's, looking good, right? So think of your skin like that. We want to make sure that you have the most beautiful skin. So you're not looking for makeup to cover up your skincare issues. Makeup is supposed to help accentuate, but you're not going to use makeup, or hopefully our goal is that you're not going to use the makeup to try to take away from what is going on in your skin. And I will definitely go through some tips of when you have a little bit of a situation on your face, some breakouts, different things, especially as women and hormones. I'm very much living through that. So I understand. I'll teach you guys how to, handle that. But the goal is to have good skin that you're confident in with or without makeup. And then the glamour is just the and then some. So one of the first things that I always say for starting your makeup, whether you're doing a little bit or a full glam, is our foundation primer. So the reason I always suggest this is because it helps give your makeup a flawless base. So think of, I'm super visual. So I kind of like to think of when you're, painting a wall, you fill in all of the, spots, you fill in any nail holes, you spackle it, right? Think of this foundation primer as the spackling for your face. So it fills in any fine lines and imperfections. It feels lightweight, super silky. It helps your pores kind of disappear. It has SPF 15 in it, so it helps protect your skin from the damaging rays of the sun. But most importantly, it's going to help your foundation sit on and stay on all day and not get weird. Like, I'm sure we've all had the experience of you think your face looks good, and then a few hours later, you walk by a mirror and you terrify yourself because things have gone awry, right? We don't want that to happen. And with Mary Kay products, I can assure you that's not going to happen, but foundation primer ensures that doesn't happen. And that's something that you would stroke on your face in feather-like motions, and you would focus mainly on the inside of your face. So this is where you have the majority of your larger pores. This is also where if you have any oiliness in your skin, you would show it mainly on the T-zone of your face. And this is also going to help mattify that oil as well. And then we get to foundation. Again, I'm pretty sure the stat in the United States is quite frightening. And I think it's that 90% of women are wearing the wrong foundation shade. And I think that it could be even more now that we're like post-COVID and people are like actually out in the real world versus behind a computer screen. Because I see people and I just wonder like how that happened. But I think people were different colors before, and then we didn't go outside as much. And maybe the product is older. So this is why I said maybe it's time to shake up your makeup. But whether you're in person with your consultant or virtual, we know how to color match you for a foundation. So we have, I think, 5 or 6 different types of foundations that you could use, but your consultant can send you a quiz from her Mary Kay personal website, and it asks you questions, and you guys, it's almost spot on every single time. And once we know your time-wise liquid foundation color, we can then match you for our silky setting powders, our concealers, our CC creams, our cream to powder foundations. You get the gist. We can help you with all of the foundation matching, because the point of foundation is so that people look at you and think you have a flawless face. So not a floating head. You're not putting I learned glamour from Otten-Sweeney Wide Out, and then all of a sudden you're out there and you're like 12 shades darker and you're a floating head walking around. I will not have my name associated with that, okay? Nor will Mary Kay. So we're gonna make sure that you're not a floating head. People do floating heads in the opposite direction too. They're like 12 shades too light, and that is a terrifying thing as well. So we wanna make sure that your foundation color matches. So you're the same color on your face as your neck and your décolleté area. A really common misconception is people match their foundation to the back of their hands. I don't think my hand's ever been the same color as my face, nor do I think it ever will, or should it be. Okay, you guys? So you want to match to your face. So if you're in person, you're matching along the jawline. But again, we have the virtual matching as well. But the purpose of foundation is actually to be your final step of skincare. So you don't want to have, perfectly cleansed your face, done all the good bits, and then go out in the environment and all that stuff's then sinking into your pores. You want to kind of have a protective veil. So when women wear foundation and it's, proper for their skin type, so it's customized, it's non-comedogenic, meaning it's not going to clog your pores. It's formulated for your skin type, whether you're oily or dry, all of that. We can hook you up. We're going to make sure it's customized for you. But when you do that, you are going to age more gracefully, because all of that stuff from the environment isn't breaking down your skin. It's laying on the surface, and then you're going to wash it down the drain at night when you wash your face before you go to bed. So that's another reason to wear foundation. And the foundation that I love the most is our Mary Kay Time Wise foundation. It comes in matte or luminous. And the reason I love this, it gives you great buildable coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. And I will say the number one comment that I get from customers when they use Mary Kay makeup is, I'm shocked with how light it feels. Actually, they say that about skincare as well. Even when we have them try like a hydro session with 12 different products, I'm shocked with how light it feels. And that's the goal. Nobody wants to walk around feeling like they have, 17 layers of products on their face and their skin suffocating. So the goal is to feel light and look really flawless. And this also, since it says time wise on it, that means it has anti-aging properties in it as well. So you get, extra benefits as well. We also have a CC cream, which is more like a tinted moisturizer. So again, we're building a color wardrobe, like I told you. So we're going to fill this whole bag with a color wardrobe. If I showed you mine, you'd probably be disturbed. It's filled to the brim and it's well loved. So I brought a new one out for you guys to see. But I will show you guys how we fill that with all the products that I talk about today. So there's some days that you just want a CC cream. Maybe you're just running out the door, taking your kids somewhere, you're going to the gym. You just want a little something on your face. And then maybe there's some days you want a full face of makeup. So that's why you have different products in your color wardrobe for different occasions. So these are the foundations and your consultant can help you get perfectly matched for that. And I am going to talk with you guys about a lot of our application, our applicators. So with Mary Kay, we have tons of different brush options. They're all synthetic hair, which means they're not going to shed on your face, and you can wash them. So you can buy professional brushes with Mary Kay at a fraction of the cost. Like somewhere from a fifth to a 10th of the cost as you would get for these same quality products out on the market. And it means you can wash them and use them for a very long time, which is obviously great, more bang for your buck. But when putting glamour products on, your applicators make a really big difference. So if you're used to using your fingers for your foundation, let's make your New Year's resolution to never do that again. Okay, could we pinky promise to not do that again? The reason being is that you're getting the oils and the dirt and impurities from your fingers, then you're just rubbing them all over your face. But also the application that you get from rubbing with your fingers is totally different than the application you would get from using brushes. So we have a liquid foundation brush and we have a blending brush, kind of just personal preference, but these give you more of an airbrushed look. You use a lot less product. So again, we're all about getting more bang for your buck. So if you're putting a bunch of product on your fingers, you're wasting so much on your hands, or if you're using sponges that are not really meant to be cosmetic sponges that you're getting wet first, they're not absorbing and the spheres are different sizes, you get the point. You're wasting a lot of product, but if you're applying just a dab of foundation onto a brush and then putting it on your face in brushing motions or stippling it on your face, you're using less product and getting a more flawless application. So definitely invest in good applicators. And like I said, you buy an applicator once, and as long as you treat it very nicely and you wash it, we have a really easy spray brush cleaner, and then you can use our micellar water for a deep clean, occasionally recommended once a week. Do as I say, not as I do, and you can wash your brushes. They will stay for a really long time, and we have a whole brush collection that comes in this beautiful bag, and this was designed by a world-renowned makeup artist. So that is our foundation, which would be your first step. And I know some people have differing views on this, but I believe that you should use your foundation first and then see where you actually need concealer. Because if you put concealer on first, you are probably using more product than you need to, because if you put foundation on, you might not need that concealer. But we do have amazing concealers, perfecting concealers in Mary Kay in a wide range of colors that we can get you matched for again once we know your foundation shade. And you can use the applicator, and then we have a special cream brush. Again, it will give you a more professional application. You'll use less products and it will look more flawless on your face. And then one of my absolute favorite products is our under eye corrector. Like I said, I don't think I've said this yet, but I'm one of the lightest shades because it's winter and I live in Detroit. I'm one of the lightest shades of foundation that you can be possibly right now, which means that my dark circles show more. So this under eye corrector, it counteracts all of the blues and purples under your eyes. So a lot of times, usually the main concern I get from customers is puffy eyes and dark circles. So we have skincare products that can help target the dark eyes, puffy circles, all of that, but cosmetically, this under eye corrector works perfectly for that. And you just dab a little under your eye and then use this brush applicator to, again, kind of like stipple this into your skin versus brushing it. So you keep it concentrated where it's supposed to be. And it's one color and it's peach in tone, like a color wheel. Opposite will counteract. So orange will counteract purples and blues. And that helps so that you look more awake. It's kind of like 8 hours of sleep in a tube. I highly recommend that. And something with concealer is I always say start with a little bit and then you can add more as you need to. But our concealers are absolutely phenomenal. And you guys, this tube is $16. It lasts a very, very long time. And it rivals, because I do my own marketing research and I have bought, I think the most expensive concealer I bought was $85 and it was a little thing like this and it had SPF 35 in it and I was confused because you'd be spotted. It was a mess. But anyways, it was expensive and it did not do the same coverage job as our concealer does. So I swear by our concealer for when and again, you're not using a ton of concealer. You're not using this all over your face. So you would just need it in little spots. And again, that's why it's going to match your skin because we can't have you, spotted either after we've just perfectly matched your foundation. So that is all of your creams. So you're going to put all of the creams on your face at one time, and then you would go into powders. So you would never put powders on first and then go over it with creams. Okay. So that is just a, pretty simple rule of thumb with that. But once you have the foundation all over your face, and again, you guys, I'm not going to be in your bathroom talking you through this. It's going to take you it probably took me less than a minute to put foundation primer on, a layer of foundation with my fancy brush. And then I did under eye corrector and concealer on the spots that I needed some extra attention for. And then I got excited for one of my favorite things to do, which is highlight and contour. So a lot of times this is considered this is very buzzworthy in the makeup industry. And a lot of people ask all the time, can you teach me how to highlight and contour? There's a ton of different ways. You can do it with creams, you can do it with powders, you can do it with liquids. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. And I call it the lazy girl highlight and contour. I think it is the easiest way. It's the most foolproof way. Powders are always easier to work with than liquids. So it's easier to, erase mistakes, and powders are always a little bit more forgiving than liquids. So that's why I always instruct people, especially if you're just starting the color game, to use powders for highlighting and contouring. So I am going to show you guys, this is our Mary Kay Perfect palette. I think it's pretty perfect. And the reason being is, first off, it's really pretty. It's very compact, but it's fully customizable. So in Mary Kay, all of our powders, our color powders, are all magnetic. So you can customize them. You can pick out your eyeshadow colors, your contour, highlight, cheek colors. You could put a pressed powder here. There's 7 million different ways that you could configure this compact for yourself. But this I like to call your face in a case. So this is really what I did to get my face to look like this today. So I'm going to show you guys, this is our contour powder here. This is in latte because again, I'm light, but we have a darker color if you're more darker complexion. And the key and the purpose of, why you should highlight and contour is it helps accentuate your natural bone structure. So the main place that people contour is under your cheekbones. So some people have really naturally high cheekbones. Some people have more of an angular face. Some people have more of a round face, but the goal is to accentuate your natural cheekbones. And why I say your natural cheekbones is because it's wherever your cheekbones fall on your face. So we want to make sure that we're doing placing the product for your face versus my face, right? So you want to find but right below your cheekbone. So right below your cheekbone, and where we're going to place this contour product is kind of in the shape of a 3. So we're doing hairline right below your cheekbone and then along your chin. And the reason we're doing that is we're darkening a little bit where we want it to look a little bit more sunken. And then the highlight brings attention to the middle of your face. So we're creating the look like you have perfectly very high angled cheekbones, which makes you look younger and lighter, right? Who wants to sign up to look 10 pounds lighter? I'm going to teach you how. So you would take our cheek brush and you can see it's angled. So you would take the contour powder, you would tap it in the contour powder. And what I love about how this brush is angled is you can just place it underneath your cheekbone and bring it up and then down, and then you would just blend in. And again, powders are super forgiving. It looks scary until you complete it. So you would just do that. And then some people do it down the sides of their nose if you want the appearance of a slimmer nose. And it is wild to see a side-by-side difference of how accentuated the features on your face look, your natural features look, when you just play with a little bit of color. So the key is when you put it underneath your cheekbone, you never want it to come any farther than your eyebrow. So you're just doing it a little bit right here because we're placing the cheek color here, which I'll show you guys next. So it's like a true 3, the 3 never comes out all the way. It's just a little bit right here and then down, and you would just blend down a little bit. So you just do that on both sides. And again, it's super simple. And with this brush, it makes it super easy. And then cheek color, which is pretty controversial, which is kind of weird to me. So a lot of people don't wear cheek color. Maybe if you have some natural redness to your skin already, you think I don't need cheek color, or you're afraid of it because you've seen some really bad cheek color application. So I first off say, if you do have any natural redness to your skin, a foundation will neutralize that. But the reason that we're putting cheek color on is we don't want you to look washed out. We don't want you to be one color, especially if it's winter time and things are already a little dull depending on where you live. You want to have color to your face, because if you have a lack of color, you end up looking older. That's just the reality of it. So we're going to add a little bit of color in with this cheek color. And so you would just take a little bit, and this brush is again perfect because it gets it right on the fat part of the brush. And I'm just going to put some of this on so you guys can see. So I would just take that powder and just put a little bit right along my actual cheekbone. The rule of thumb with cheek is you never want it to come any closer to your nose than 2 finger widths. And you never want it to fall below your natural cheekbone. Really easy once you've already put that contour there to know where it doesn't fall, because when you put your cheek color below your natural cheekbone, it's said to age you 10 years and 10 pounds. And nobody has time for that. So please don't do that. You want to keep it right on your cheekbone and then brush up towards your hairline. So this again is giving the illusion of a more lifted, youthful face. And we have so many different cheek colors. Your consultant's going to be able to help you perfectly match cheek color for you. You can have it matte, or you can have it with some sparkle. I think every woman needs a matte and a sparkly one, just depending on your mood. And then you're going to take the highlight, which is we have two different shades. I'll show them to you guys. So that is our glazed shade, and we have another shade called Honey Glow, but you would just take a little bit. And again, you're using the top of this brush because it is the loosest. So it gives you the loosest application. So the denser part gives you a more intense application. And then the looser the brush goes, it gives it, you know, more of a airbrush look. So you're doing this with highlighting powder. And what highlighting powder does is you've created the depth with the contour. You've added color with your cheek color. This is highlighting the top of your cheekbone and a little bit down the middle of your nose. And you can do a little across your forehead if you want. This highlights where light naturally hits your face, whether it's lighting or whether it's the sun. And that gives you more of an, you know, youthful glow. So essentially what we did on your cheek is created Neapolitan ice cream. So we did chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla, but we blend because again, you're not going to go out after this class and say, Otten-Sweeney Wido taught me how to do my makeup, and you have a very clear chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla line. No, thank you. So that is how I do my highlight and contour, but how I blend and make sure that my face looks flawlessly blended together is one of my other favorite products, which is I'm going to use our powder brush, which you can see is really fluffy. Because remember I said the looser it is, the more airbrushed finish it gives. So you're going to want an airbrushed finish, and you're going to take our translucent powder, which it is exactly that. It's translucent. So it looks white in the container, but when you put it on, it is translucent. So I just get a little bit on the top applicator, and I kind of call this like a magic eraser. So what this does is this helps blend everything in your face, and it ensures that you have a flawless finish. It has light reflecting properties in it, so it's going to help detract from any fine lines or wrinkles you have. But what you do with this is literally just dust it all over your face. So you're blending in all of the cheek color, the highlighter that you put in. Don't worry, it's not gonna, you know, ruin the work that you did. It just blends it in. And I always blend a little bit down my neck, and it sets it there so it stays all day long. So this is a great product, and you can use it whether you highlight or contour or not. You can just go straight to this after a CC cream if you want just a quick dash out the door look as well. So now that we have our face part done, as I transition into our eyes and lips and then our finish real quick for you guys, I'm going to have you guys pull out your cell phones. And if you want to text your consultant, you can text her, or if you're old school like me and have a piece of paper and a pen, you can do that too, because I'm going to have you guys play a little game and you can win free products while I transition us into our eye color and lip color real quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to think of any women you know in your life that maybe is wearing the wrong foundation shade and you haven't quite figured out how to tell her. So you can refer her to your Mary Kay beauty consultant, or somebody that you know that you think would love just a quick pick me up, some attention on them to help them feel more important, to help them feel more beautiful. Somebody you think that would like to learn anything about glamour or even anything about skincare, because your consultant's trained in skincare as well. And for giving your consultant a referral with 10 referrals, 10 women's names and cell phone numbers, you get a free mascara. Can you guys get excited about that? Because I get excited about free things and I love mascara. We'll get to that soon. And then if you give your consultant 20 names and numbers, because we all know you have a lot of girlfriends, you get a free mascara and a free lip gloss, which who wouldn't want that? Especially after I talk about them soon, you're really gonna be so thankful that you wrote down 10 or 20 of your best girlfriends, and your consultant's gonna let them know that you gifted them a free consultation for either a glamour or a skincare makeover with your beauty consultant. Virtually or in person, all the details can be figured out. But I'm gonna have you guys write that out right now. I'm gonna grab the different color products out real quick so that I have these ready for you guys while you're thinking of all of your friends that will be so complimented and want to learn how to do a lazy girl highlight and contour. Or how to not have bags under their eyes, or all of those things. And you can, text your consultant, or you can snap a picture and text your consultant later as well. And if you're freaking out and you don't want to handle this at this current stage, your consultant can wait a little bit. And when she follows up with you, you can send them to her then. And everything will be all right in the world. Okay, but just remember, 10 mascara, 20 mascara and lip gloss. Which works best for you? Okay, so you guys, I'm going to jump into our eye colors. This is usually where people get really intimidated by picking eye colors, by where to apply it, what's their eye shape, all of that. I'm going to show you guys what I do for everybody, no matter what their eye shape is, for just a basic color look that you can do very quickly. So again, I'm going to show you guys the brushes that come in this brush collection, plus one more just because, well, actually two more because they're my favorite. But these brushes are customized for you, and they can do all of the things eyeshadow related. So the reason that there's 3 eyeshadows in here is because normally we have people pick 3 different eyeshadows: a light, a mid-tone, and a deeper color. These are the exact colors that I used today. I'm going to get a little closer for you guys. And so starting with your eyeshadow, I always have people start first off with an eye primer. And this is, again, like your face primer. You take just a little bit of it and put it all over your eye, and it creates a magnet so that you never have to worry about any eye creasing, smudging, all of that stuff. And it makes sure that the color that you see in these palettes is this color that you see on your eye as well. But what I recommend is that you take the lightest color and you put it all over your eyelid, from lash line right up to your brow. So your entire eyelid, no matter if you have deep set, if you have hooded, if you have oval eyes, round eyes, all the eyes, everybody's eyes, you're going to do from your lash line all the way up to under your brow with the lightest color. Again, these are all customizable. This color that I'm wearing today is crystalline, so it has sparkle in it. We have a ton of sparkles or mattes. I usually recommend a combination of some sparkle and some matte. I think it is fake news that if you are of more of a mature age that you need to only wear mattes. I just think the colors have to be chosen wisely, but you can still have sparkle on your eye. And one of the new trends for 2023 is metallic eyeshadows. When done tastefully, I think it's going to look really good. But if sparkly crystalline is as metallic as you get, you can say you are a trendsetter in 2023. So you're going to put this over your whole entire eyelid, lash line to brow. And then I would have you guys, I use the same brush, the same all over powder brush, and take the mid-tone color, just take a little bit of that. And this color, I pat into my eye 2/3. So essentially the only thing that's now showing the crystalline is right on my inside corner here and underneath my brow. So it's highlighting this area here, and this mid-tone color is right here. So it's all the way up to your crease, which is where your eyeball goes back into your head. Again, no matter what your eye shape is, your eyeball goes back somewhere. So it's where your eyeball goes back into your head. 2/3 of your eyelid is covered now. So essentially what we're doing, well, you can see my eye because it's done. I have the lightest color here, the mid-tone color here, and the darkest color here. The reason being is I'm giving the illusion that my eyes are more open and more awake. Who could sign up for that, right? So that is the purpose and the madness behind that. And then real quick, I'm going to come in with my darkest color here. I chose Cinnabar. I love the color. I have my angled brush, and I'm going to show you guys the key to this angled brush, because I would just place the darkest color right here. I'm just going to put more on here for you guys to see. I'm just placing it, and then since it's angled, it's fitting right into where my natural crease is, and I'm just blending it back and forth. Just right like this, blending it back and forth. Again, wherever your natural crease is where this brush will fit in, and I'm just blending it back and forth. So you can see light, mid-tone, dark. So that's how I recommend that everybody does their eyes, no matter your eye shape. So it doesn't have to be super complicated. And then again, blending is your friend. So this is our Mary Kay blending brush, and I'm just coming over my whole entire eyelid, kind of like I did over my whole entire face with the translucent powder over my entire eye with that brush. So that is an easy eye. And then you have the opportunity to use a mechanical pencil for your eyeliner or a liquid eyeliner pencil, whichever you choose. I think the mechanical is the most foolproof and easiest. And we have it in black, deep brown, or steely. It's very forgiving. The liquid eyeliner pencil is what I used for a more dramatic cat eye, but it is not as forgiving. So if you're new to eyeliner, I recommend this pencil. It's not going to bleed or go anywhere. It's actually what I used underneath my eye. But this, if you are more into a dramatic eye with cat eyes. And my only rule of thumb with eyeliner is that you do your top only, or your top and part of your bottom or full bottom if you want to, but never do just the bottom of your eye. The reason being is if you just do underneath your eye here, everybody's attention is drawn to that line, and that is normally where you are trying to hide dark circles and maybe some fine lines and wrinkles. So you want just top if you're just choosing one. That can be another New Year's resolution if that's a shake up to your makeup. And then we're going to do brows real quick for you guys. So what we're going to do for brows is, again, super easy. I heard a new trend in 2023 is thin brows. Don't do it. Do not do it. People are still trying to recover from the 80s or 90s or whatever that horrible phase was. Don't do it, my friends. So what you're going to do, we have, again, another brush. It has an angled eyeliner brush, which, again, this is great because you can turn any of our Mary Kay eyeshadows into eyeliner with this brush. You could get it wet with our finishing spray or water if you wanted, tap into a darker color and use that as eyeliner, which is, again, really foolproof if eyeliner makes you nervous or if you don't like as dramatic of, an eye look as eyeliner gives you. So you can do that. And then this side is a spoolie where you can brush out your brows. And we have mechanical eyeliner pencils to help you shape your brows and fill them in. It's very thin to mimic the line of hair. So you can see very thin pencil. And we have a bunch of colors to match your hair color. But the rule of thumb with eyebrows for creating the shape is you want the front of your eyebrow to be in line here. And again, you would take something like this on your face so you get where your eyebrows are supposed to be. And then you angle it through your pupil. And that is where the peak of your eyebrow should be on your face. And then you angle it all the way across your nose. And that is where your eyebrow should end on your face. So that's an easy, foolproof way of how to have the perfect eyebrow shape. My biggest tip for eyebrows is you want the darkest part of your eyebrow to be up here, not right here. Because otherwise, if you have the darkest part of your eyebrows right here, you kind of look grouchy and you accentuate any lines that might be in this area. Whereas if you have the darkest point, your highest point, then it makes, again, your face look more awake, open, and youthful. So you can use that pencil to help fill in those fine lines or draw maybe where you have overplucked or followed a trend that you should not have followed, or whatever reason you have less brows there. And then your next step would be your volumizing brow tint. Again, match to your brow color. And this is great for if you have maybe unpigmented hairs in your eyebrows that you would like to cover up. And this also keeps your eyebrows in place. It's kind of like mascara for your brows. So I'm kind of just stroking this through. This lasts like forever, you guys. It has like a little applicator. You can kind of get some of the product off if you need to. And this keeps them in place, but also deposits color. So some people just use pencil. Some people just use this brow stuff. It just depends on your personal preference. If you're doing really quick makeup, the brow tint is really great just to get some color on and have it look like you didn't forget about your brows. But have it in a short time frame, and they're not going to roll off your face when you're sweating or swimming, because that'd be terrifying, and we can't have that. So that is going to ensure that that helps you with your brows as well. And then to finish your eyes, you would do mascara. We have a bunch of different mascara types. I believe everybody should wear black mascara, but we do have a black brown option if you want to disobey my wishes. But we have Ultimate Mascara, we have mascara and waterproof, we have lengthening mascara, we have lash intensity mascara, we have tons of mascara for whatever you want in your mascara wardrobe. I have all of them and recommend all of them because I think they're all great and have a place, and I wear 3 at a time. But I know most people aren't like me, so having a good mascara is great. Tip with mascara is put it on and let everything dry, even if you make mistakes around, because usually people get it on, you know, your eyes or whatever. Let it dry, and then you can take a spoolie and it literally will just flake off, because if it's wet and you rub it, then you cause quite a situation that you don't want to have. So wait for it to dry, and you always start at your base and go up. And again, I've never seen anybody do this, but just in case, never just do your bottom eyelashes. Like if you just did bottom eyeliner, if you just choose one, just choose top or top and bottom for that as well. And then last but not least, we're going to jump to our lips. So I know lips are really popular right now. People are wanting lips that are bigger than what they were naturally blessed with. So I'm going to show you guys how to not, how you can kind of cosmetically give the illusion of more plump, fuller lips without any add-ons. And I love choosing lip colors for people. I always suggest that you choose a color, you know, have one like everyday color that you love, and then pick one color that's outside your box that, you know, you normally wouldn't wear. Maybe it's a red or a hot pink or whatever, because it gets people's attention and it can help you feel more confident and start edging you out of your comfort zone as well. So I always instruct that people start with a lip liner. And we have different colors as well. This is light nude. I use it all the time because it's as light as my skin basically. So it goes with all colors. And with lip liner, you want to start underneath your lip and then go towards the outside corners and then do your Cupid's bow. I kind of do like an X and then start connecting the lines. And I usually fill in my lips with the lip liner because it helps your lipstick stay on longer. If you're trying to give the illusion of a more full looking lip, you can what they call overline your lip and kind of just bring it out past your natural lip line a little bit. Just don't go crazy because people know your natural lips like aren't over here. So again, that's a hard pass. So just a little outside your lips if you want to give the illusion of fuller lips, but you can also do that with lip gloss, which I'm going to teach you guys how. And then we have a ton of different lipsticks. This is Trademark Pink. I love it. So your consultant can help you pick some fun colors for you as you head into this new year. Again, just put that all over and then kind of blot your lips together. And then lip gloss. Our lip gloss is phenomenal. It's like our anti-lip gloss lip gloss. It's not sticky. It doesn't smell weird. It doesn't like, it's not going to like get in your hair when, you know, you go outside and then all of a sudden you have like clumps of hair in your lips. We have no time for that either. So it's not going to do any of that. It has the perfect angled application tip that gives you the exact amount per use on that applicator. If you want your lips to look more full, only apply the lip gloss in the middle of your lips right here. That gives the illusion of more full looking lips. Otherwise, you can put it all over. And again, we have a ton of beautiful shades for our lip gloss that are, you know, really light, or we have full pigmented lip glosses as well. And then to finish your full glam look, I call this hairspray for your face. This is our finishing spray, and it does exactly that. It keeps your makeup on for up to 16 hours, and it also helps with the moisture balance and pH balance in your skin, so you're not getting, you know, too oily or too dry. And you would just hold it. I just grabbed a new one, so I have to make sure it starts spraying. Okay, so you would just hold it away from your face, close your eyes, and do an X and a T, so it's falling onto your face. You're not squirting it straight on your face. So that is what our makeup finishing spray does. This really helps keep your makeup in place all day long. And it also feels great like halfway through the day. If you need just like a quick pick-me-up or a refresher with your makeup, you can spray this on halfway through the day as well. So that's our finishing spray, you guys. And then as promised, I showed you, I'm going to shove all of the products that I used today for a full makeup wardrobe into this case. And I'm like not even going to be pretty about it. I'm just going to start throwing things in here like I normally would. You could, you know, be super organized and use these little containers, but who does that? I don't know. Not I. But you can throw all of these things in here. This is the perfect travel case. You can see through it, so you can kind of tell if you're missing things or not. But everything plus the utensils and tools for the full face that I just did fits in here with room. You could honestly, if you were going somewhere, probably fit some skincare, but you're gonna want to roll a bag with all your skincare stuff anyways. So this is perfect for all of your color stuff. And we have set specials where you can get discounts for you guys as well. So I'll go through this real quick for you guys. Set 1 shows your basic skin or basic glamour. So it shows your foundation, your concealer, building that palette that we talked about with 3 eye colors, your mascara, your eyeliner, and a lip color. So that's like your basic color look. And then if you want to add on set 2, you're talking business. We're going into the highlighting and contouring that I did, the Lazy Girl highlight and contour. You're fixing up your brows in this one as well. And you've got lip gloss and lip liner. So you can see we're growing our makeup wardrobe as we add on these extra sets. And this 3rd set is the translucent powder that we put all over our face. It is the brush collection, plus some additional a la carte add-ons for the brush collection and your finishing spray. So this gives you the full face in a case makeup bag. If you want to be a Cadillac girl, you can get this all for less than $410. You save over $56. If you want to be a queen, you can get it for less than $280. You save $36. If you want to be a princess, you can get it all for less than $150, and you get this set for half off. And what I love about this, you guys, once you get a personal customized look, you're set for a long time. These colors last a really long time, and you can mix and match and have so many different looks all within this one bag. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys a few follow-up questions, and these are going to be answers that you're going to be sharing with your consultant. So this is great for her training. This is great feedback, so she knows how to best serve you. So I always ask, and you can again be messaging this to your consultant or writing it down on a piece of paper. Number 1, did you have fun today? Yes or yes. Your only 2 options. And then number 2, what's something you learned that you didn't know before? Maybe it was the highlighting and contouring. Maybe it was about not wearing eyeliner just on your bottom eye line. What did you learn that you didn't know before? Number 3, if money were no object, what set would you choose to purchase today? Would you go home with a full Cadillac collection bag? Would you be a princess or a queen if money were no object? And remember, you're going to be able to customize all of this stuff with your consultant. So you get fully customized colors made just for you. And then with Mary Kay, we always do a follow-up appointment, make sure you're loving your products, and introduce you to a different Mary Kay experience. So whether that's skincare for your age range, whether that's extra hydration, whether that's skin cycling, whatever fun different things we always choose to do for your second appointment with Mary Kay. So for that second appointment, let your consultant know, do you want that to be skincare focused? Do you want some help with hydration? Do you want some help with very advanced anti-aging and taking great over the top care of your skin in 2023? So let her know which one you want for that. And then number 5, do you want that follow-up appointment to be alone or with friends? One-on-one or friends? And when you have friends join, you get free things. And this is also a reminder, if you want free things, to make sure that you send your girlfriend's names and cell phone numbers to your consultant. 10, you get a free mascara. 20, you get a mascara and lip gloss. So definitely do that today. Your consultant will follow up with you. And then number 6, from the brief things that you've heard about a Mary Kay business and all of that, I would love for you to say A, B, or C. Absolutely, you loved what you heard and you would love to be a Mary Kay beauty consultant. B means buy me a cup of coffee. I got some questions. We went through things really fast today, so I've got some questions. B, buy me a cup of coffee. Or C, I'm going to be a happy customer, but I'm going to see who I know because I think that this has value. I think there's people that could benefit from a Mary Kay business. So A, B, or C. And then number 7, I'm going to have you just write yes or no. And if you say yes, it means that you're willing to help your consultant with her training and do a practice interview. So she's going to ask you about 3 questions about yourself and then have you ask a few questions about a Mary Kay business, helps her with her training. She'll give you a free product for helping her out. So yes to 7 means you're going to help with the practice interview. No to 7 means no, you don't want free things and no, you don't want to help your consultant out. So your consultant's going to follow up with you so that she can know how to best service you. And if you're on live with us today, you can join us for extra prizes and to hear more about the Mary Kay opportunity like I shared at 4 o'clock. So thank you guys. You're muted, Dawn.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording and give a couple of housekeeping tips. Just 1 second.